How is it going, guys? I am recording. It seems like I have an internet connection again. Seems like they're alternating between neighborhoods or something because on Monday I had a connection, Tuesday I had no connection whatsoever, and today I'm seeing it seems like I'm having a stable connection again. So let's use the time as efficiently as we can. I have quite a list for us, but first I wanted to look into that most recent like the volatility spike that we've had in the last 2 days and how that compares just with the VIX. So you guys, as options traders, you gotta be familiar with the VIX and how the whole relationship works. So whenever there's like a fast sell-off in the SPY, the VIX spikes up. It's called, like, people use it, the fear call it the fear index. It's officially it's the volatility index, but it's not completely inverse to the market. It's just when there's range expansion, where more volume, more fear in the market, this thing spikes up, and it's a really nice uh, vehicle to trade either the VIX or say VXX or UVXY. So what I remember, guys, of last week or the week before, I showed you guys how I put on a call debit spread to profit from like a volume volatility expansion, which I covered or sold yesterday. This red candle is like the overnight. So this candle here is yesterday. So off the open at some point. I'm not sure where exactly, because I went to sleep really quick. I just wanted to watch the open. But when the markets was kind of moving lackluster, I sold that spread. I had the 15 and the 20, like the 15 call and the 20 call. But there's like the VIX is kind of calculated a little bit different because it's kind of dependent on the forward slash VX futures, the pricing itself. So as soon as this um, didn't move, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to take profits. I basically took all, like, 95% of all my shorts I took off yesterday, which was a really good decision, it seems. But anyway, like, this is something you guys want to monitor in the future because the VIX also has an influence on options pricing, volatility. So VIX, or I mean the VIX itself, but volatility as a whole, implied volatility is a really big factor in options. That's why I prefer buying puts and selling calls. Buying puts or selling. God damn it, buying puts and or selling puts, depending. It's a much nicer vehicle because it profits from volatility. So a long option profit gains in value when volatility expands. So volatility expands when a stock goes down. So a long put option profits from expanding volatility even more, and vice versa. If you sell a put, that also already profits when the stock goes up. But when the stock goes up, volatility decreases, which also helps the short option lose value, which is the goal when we sell an option. But anyway, this is just a thing that I wanted to cover real quick, just a little bit of education in this today. But let's go through the list. It's quite extensive, so I might go over the 20-minute mark today. But I'll try to be as quick and efficient as I can. So Twillo, you guys know I'm watching this one. It broke out of the channel. It helped the channel yesterday and the day before. So now we want to see if this can get back above the 100. I'd really like to see this consolidate just a few days, slowly get over the 30, which is now coming down a little bit, and then with the market breakout. I do hope in general that the market is not just going to spike back up again. I mean, it would be nice because I'm quite long now because I've covered all my shorts, but I would prefer to see a bit of consolidation so that we can have a healthy breakout instead of just another, like a FOMO breakout. So that's that. Just want to like was something to keep on watch. This Trillo, Baba. I've had this one. I just sometimes you nail them. And I've been doing really well recently. Just I'm not trying to brag, but it's just like a good feel for what's happening. So I shorted. I started my parabolic short on this day, like when it didn't hold 200, and covered into the gap down yesterday, and went long when it started. When it, I think when it, I was still awake when it broke these like the opening range here. I went long a little bit, and that seems to be paying out quite well now. We have to have we have a bit of resistance ahead. Of course, we need to get up to 200 first, and then get through 200, consolidate over 200 for more upward movement. But Baba, with the listing in Hong Kong. I think on December 6th they start trading in Hong Kong or something like that. I think this could be a. I'm not too sure about this, but it could be a decent catalyst for a move higher. Along with Trump is putting out like new positive China news after all the negative stuff that he probably put out on purpose. So I think this could be like the main China watch for me. Apple, gapped a bit lower than I had expected because it showed quite a nice relative strength on Monday. So now what I want to see from Apple is get back over that 260, 261, which it's already trying here. Get back over at least 261.20 and hold here. And then next step would be the reclaim of the 20 SMA, which is the middle Celt, and then see from there. We did get like that. I mean, it doesn't mean too much, but the 14 crossed under the middle Celt here. But that could just be, like a temporary. I don't value this too highly. It should, again, just with everything, I would love to see this get back over, consolidate, perhaps consolidate over 264, and then keep going higher. Perhaps like what stocks sometimes do is like consolidate over, test under, come back over right away, and then they go. So something like that. I'd really like to see healthy consolidations. I keep repeating this today. Next one is Facebook. That one held really nicely, especially compared with some of the other stocks. Let's draw a new regression channel here. Just to see how this recent move behaved. So this held the regression channel perfectly here. Yesterday held the 30 as well, came back over, is now back over the 14. Now we need to break back through 200. Again, need a bit of consolidation. Perhaps, like test over under a little bit for a little while, catch up with that regression channel, and then break out to new highs. I think that's something I would love to see here as well. This looks really nice to me. Just the way it tested the bottom of that regression channel, and now is basically reclaiming all the resistance that it had from the gap down. Also, almost filled the gap. Next one, Tesla. I've been slowly, very small, getting long. I think in here and then in here again, and now I'm just I'm wanting to see a reclaim of that three, or like that gap breakout here, the reclaim of the 345. Before I consider adding to this long, I'm just selling premium. So as long as this, let me check. As long as this doesn't go under 330, under 330, I'm fine. I mean, even below, I think I have a little bit more because I've sold premium, so I'll be fine. So that's the way to go. Duration over direction. But I like how this is holding. Yeah, we just want, as is everything, we want to seek reclaims of levels. This is over 338 in pre-market, so still we want to see that reclaim of the middle Celt. It held the 14 yesterday, so that's a good sign. So yeah, we'll see. I don't expect a breakout from this thing straight away, but to the top of this kind of zone here, I could totally see in the medium term. AMD, I'm very impressed with this stock. Gonna try to put a small, long, like selling premium kind of position on in this one today. I have a few fishing orders out. Um, I got really lucky with this one because I still had a few shorts that I covered yesterday off the open, and now I'm gonna try and see like if this it's already gapping higher. So if this just manages to pull back a little bit off the open, I'll hopefully get filled on like a few short put spreads to sell some premium into this because this stock is extremely strong. Like didn't just close the gap, it went just a little bit further. High volume, like never even tried to break lower like other stocks. So yeah, that one's definitely on watch um, for like some consolidation then higher. Twitter, I've been pointing this one out a while ago as well. I really like this hammer kind of doji, I think what is it called, hammer um, candle. Breaks below, comes back over, and even closes green. So now I'm going to try to get long this one as well. I have orders. Let me see. No, I haven't put orders out for this one yet, but I'm going to see if I could sell some premium in this as well. Um, because I do like how this kind of made a higher low. Of course, we have levels to reclaim here as well. As you can see, like the 30 level needs to be reclaimed, which it didn't match to break yesterday. Now it's gapping over just a little bit. Would love to see a retest first before it heads higher, but we will see. Definitely looks nice. SQ, um, I do like this one as well because for the same reasons. But also, what I like about this one is that it came back, retested this previous, like kind of resistance zone here that we've had from this bottoming pattern, and tested it nicely and came all the way back. So again, some consolidation, like we saw in some other stocks recently, and then a breakthrough the 200 SMA, breakthrough 70. That could, spark a move to close this gap here. I'm not sure. I have to do some fundamental research of how Twitter is doing financially. I think what they could have helping them is that they are a little bit stricter on political ads, which is going to help them in the public eye. If that has like any economic impacts, I don't know. Um, but yeah, that's just what I think could have a positive impact. Also, there's been buying after earnings, so there's probably some big money that came in here, smart money as they call it, just perhaps, I don't know. So we will see. Uh, Shopify. The only reason why I'm bringing up Shopify, I mean, apart from this insane freaking move, like never looking back. Yesterday when everything else was kind of bearish, is because this is a really nice example of intraday, how you could trade intraday. So we were, like compared to the market, this was a really strong open, right? So when you look at this and then you look at it at the market as well, and you see that the market is lackluster, not really trying this or selling off, and this holds here at that red green. This is something I would be looking for. Say, so it breaks below, it comes back above, and then tests again and holds nicely. So that's to me somewhere in here, at least on the break of this, like these previous highs. That's like for me could be an entry level, like as a confirmation. Then the next thing that I find very strong is higher low, testing like the opening range highs, comes back, makes another higher low at like a psychological level at 35, and then it makes even like a smaller higher low, nice little cup. So entry levels could be that higher low here, breaks back above yesterday's high. The light red dotted line is yesterday's high. So when it breaks back above, this could be like an entry. But if you want to be a little bit conservative, you wait for it to come retest the level, and then when it confirms, gets back over the high of this test candle, that would be a really nice entry. And then the next one that I really love, I mean, I love a lot about this chart, but is it moves, it comes back, retests that level here, and then it comes back over, and look how nicely it holds over the 20 EMA. I use the 20 EMA intraday sometimes, and look, it just hugs the EMA, but curls nicely, never manages to get below. It's under the three, so it's kind of trapped between the 340 and the what's that 339. So whichever direction it breaks. So if it breaks below, you could probably have a stop like underneath here, which would, if you took both the previous entries like here and here, and perhaps if you even had 3 entries, your average would be somewhere in the 335 area. So this could still be a profitable exit. But if this breaks over this, that's an entry. Or even here, you know, like if you know how to read the tape, I personally will probably be looking at you know, like bids and stuff, like the large bids on the level 2, see if there's any, you know, like larger lots being filled here, which doesn't seem to be the case. The volume is dying off quite a bit, but then slowly volume increases. Volume, like, see, this is why this is a confirmation. Like after the volume getting like almost dying off in this call, it's called consolidation, but it can't break lower. It's holding higher. It's just trying, and it's curling. As in, you know, like makes this nice little cup kind of shape. Then volume increases and it breaks through. That is an entry signal to me. And then you can just let this run, and, you know, like, I guess take profits into like logical resistances. Probably, you know, like looking at previous highs, I would probably take off some into. I would have probably let's see. My first lot I would have probably taken off into this previous level, depending, you know, like this looks like it had quite a bit of volume going through. So I would have probably sold a little bit into this, because after a volume spike like this, it likes to come back, but this held so nicely. So would probably not taken off too much. You can put like put the stop under this consolidation now, and then you just let it run. You see the volume increase, and, you know, like when volume increases like this, and then you get like a reversal candle like that with high volume into resistance, that would be definitely a nice just profit taking point. And then what you can also use is like 20 MA as a stop out point, which actually, to be very honest with you, I would have probably taken some profit here as well, just to be real. Like when it breaks on under this 20 MA like this, just a little bit of profit taking to be sure to make this a profitable trade, and then blow back up here. But just to for you guys, a few things to look at to see, you know, like confirmations of, you know, like retesting levels, and then it holds, breaks previous candles highs, higher lows, curling, and not being able to trade underneath a important level like pre-market highs, yesterday's highs, important technical levels on the higher time frames, nice curls over moving averages. Those are kind of things that you want to look out for, and kind of track for yourself which ones you work the best with, to kind of perhaps, you know, like find a entry thesis for intraday entries if you want to trade on the lower time frames. All right, we have quite a bit of list left still. Let me check how much time I have. Okay, I'm already in 20 minutes. Let's do it fast. NVIDIA tested the lower end of that regression channel, held the lower celt back over the 30. See if it can reclaim this 210 to 11 to 12 kind of level, to see what it wants to do. It might just, you know, need a little bit of consolidation as well. Next one, Starbucks. I really like the bottoming pattern. Higher low seems, so a higher low here, held to 200 MA, high low. Seems like a higher low for now here. So if this can get above that upper Celt, I would love this, because this is also like that level from back over here, 85. So if this can hold over here for a few, like a few days, confirm retest the upper Celt, this could actually be a really nice long back into the 90s. Medium term, Walmart still like relatively strong compared with what the market has been doing the last 2 days. So I would probably look for a breakout of this channel, but it has a few levels ahead of it first. So probably a bit of consolidation, bit of a curl or something like that. So not something to look at immediately. Activision, I really like this one as well. Comes back over this kind of no man's land zone in the middle here. Now, as with everything, we want to see this confirm and hold above. And then, like, say, like probably like this 55.50 kind of level. Yeah, 55.50 to 56 kind of area would be like a zone of resistance where we will look for the next breakthrough if it can go there. The last thing that I wanted to show you guys is, because there's news with the US and Japan, some trade news. So if you want to take advantage or trade this in some way, I would probably look at EWJ. Actually, I haven't looked at the options. Let's check the options if they are liquid enough. Not super, like the spreads at the money are about, on the puts they're 7 cents wide, the calls just 2 cents. So the spreads are tight enough, but you see how this trades. So this is not an intraday kind of thing, but if you think that Japan is going to get a boost from these trade news, this would probably be the vehicle to trade. Along with like it's like a EWW or something like that, perhaps. We do have resistance ahead at 61 area here, so be wary of that and manage your risk. So perhaps you could, find an entry somewhere here, risking either defined risk, so whatever it gives you, it gives you, or if you want to put a trade like any naked options, probably like anything below this previous low would probably be a stop out, and then set the target for 61, which would probably be about a 2-to-1 kind of area. Just eyeballing this 2-to-1, maybe 3-to-1 kind of area. So that would be probably the vehicle to trade for Japan news. All right, guys, it's been a long video. Hope I tried to put a little bit more educational stuff in there, because I've been away for half the days thanks to my internet. I hope this helps you guys. Please like the video if it helped you in some way. Please comment with suggestions of what we could do better. I might watch the Open today, but I'm not sure. I'll probably be in bed and not really active in chat, because our production is still going crazy, and it won't be until the new year until I'm like back a bit more active in chat. But if you have any questions, please reach out. We can do a one-on-one on the weekend if you're keen. I'll always message you back as soon as I can in chat if you have any questions. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.